If I want to find the solution to these two equations, you graph them and find where they cross. So for the first one, it begins here at 4. I'm going to circle this in red so we know we're doing the red one. The slope is -2. So I'm going to go down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. And then you make your line. Now the second equation is not in proper form yet. So the first step would probably be to either move both these pieces over or move the y over. I'm simply going to move both these over. So I'm going to add both those pieces over, and I now have 2y equals 3x minus 6. Then I divide by 2. That's gone. I have 3 over 2 x, and -6 divided by 2 is -3. Now to graph this, you begin at -3, and you're going to go up 3 over 2. Up 3 over 2. Bam. That's a nice easy point. The answer is that point where they cross, and that point is the coordinate 2, 0. Do not forget to give me the coordinate where they cross. The coordinate where they cross is very important. It is the solution. For number 2, we are going to shade, draw 3 graphs in shade, and the answer is where all 3 overlap. Here we're no shading. The reason I know where there's no shading is there's equal signs. The reason I know there is shading is because there are inequality signs. So let's do the first one in blue. We go to x is -1. I know it's going to be a vertical line through that blue dot, and I know it's going to be dotted because it's just greater than. It's not or equal to. So I know that's the graph. Greater than is going to be on the right side because that is where the bigger values are. I lightly shade that side, the greater side. Next one, I go to y is -3, which is right here. And I notice a y equals -3 is a horizontal line. Since it's or equal to, it is solid. Again, any y equals graph is a horizontal line, x equals or vertical. And then since it's greater than or equal to, it's solid, and greater than is above. So we're going to shade above. If we stopped right now, the answer would be right here in the top right. But we still have one more piece to do. I need to rewrite this. So I'm going to add the x over, and I have -1y is greater than 1x minus 3. And then I divide by -1, and I now have y. The sign flips. Be careful about that when you divide by negative. The sign flips. That becomes -1x, and that becomes a positive 3. So this one begins at 3, 1, 2, 3 up. It has a -1 slope, so you can go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. It is less than, so it's dotted. It's not or equal to. And since it's less, you're going to shade below this graph, which if you put your pin here and go down, below is right here. Instead of shading this whole, you can shade the whole thing, but technically the answer, the final answer is where they all 3 overlap. So the final answer actually is this piece right in here. That's the important piece. Even though all of this side of the green is shaded, anything inside of this dark green is a solution to all 3 equations. And that is what we're looking for.